Get ready for an outstanding entertainment program. The Jimmy Dore Show.
This is Jimmy. Who's this?
Jimmy, this is Mike Pompeo.
Mike who?
Pompeo.
Gotta miss you, man. So you gotta say it one more time, that sweet-ass name.
Pompeo.
That's the stuff. How you doing, Mr. Secretary?
Well, we're doing well here in the State Department, taking care of administrative issues related to the upcoming transition to the Biden administration.
So you admit Joe Biden won the election and he's going to be sworn in?
Yep.
Yes? I'm sorry. I'm not catching what you're saying.
Yes, Jimmy. Joe Biden won, and he will assume office on January 20th. Joe Biden will fix all the problems that America's ever had. And Kamala Harris is a magical, dancing in the rain woman of color who will bring Prince and Eddie Van Halen back from the dead, and they will all put on an amazing outdoor yet socially distant concert. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
I didn't need you to say all that, Mr. Secretary.
Yeah, well, okay.
Weren't you supposed to take a trip recently?
Was I? Yeah. It did. It didn't happen.
Why not?
Scheduling conflicts.
Really? I heard it got canceled because after the riot at the White House, world leaders were reluctant to meet with you. The foreign minister of Luxembourg straight up refused to meet with you, calling your boss a political pyromaniac.
Okay. All right. Look, here's the deal. Luxembourg is a crucial NATO ally. It's a small nation, but a wealthy and influential one. And they play their own version of 3D chess over there, just like we do. And their version is called Drei Roma Tafelspiel.
What?
I'm not repeating that.
Okay, so the reasons for disinviting you are...
They're very complicated. A lot of moving parts here.
It seems to me that world leaders are just disgusted with Trump and just didn't want to meet with one of his lackeys.
No, I wouldn't put it that way. It's a very complicated diplomatic move on their part, Jimmy. Quite frankly, it's a little above your pay grade, to be honest.
No, I think it's because you work for a soulless gangster that the rest of the world wants to completely disavow. Simple observations are well within my pay grade, sir.
Look, Jimmy, I don't want to argue. I just don't. I got a week left of this job, so this will probably be my last phone call to the Jimmy Dore Show.
Yeah, I guess so. Too bad. Are you sure, though? Does it have to be that way?
Well, once I'm not in the government, I'm not sure how relevant it would be to get a phone call from Mike Pompeo, private citizen.
Hey, I don't know. We got a guy still calling in as Tony Soprano. 2007 that went off the air.
Well, yeah, but I probably won't be able to talk about what I'm doing.
What will you be doing?
I'm not completely sure yet. Think tank, lobbying, board position with an energy or tobacco company. A lot of possibilities, a lot of moving parts here.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, the last thing I'm going to do is call you up and reveal the utter darkness of how this country really works.
Well, I wish you would.
Okay, maybe I will.
Hey, before you leave, Mr. Secretary, could you please hit us one more time with that sweet-ass shit?
Sure, why not? Hold on. Pompeo!
Establishment media sucks. All gaslighting, so good luck. Bullshit we can't afford. Why he's fomenting this? Watch and see as his jack off the median speeds and jumps the medium and hits him head on. It's the Jimmy Dore Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to this week's Jimmy Dore Show. Let's get to the jokes before we get to the jokes, shall we? Well, this looks bad. You know, I can't help but think if I'd only promoted my ice bucket challenge against coup attempts sooner, none of this would have happened. I don't know. You know, after last week, I really can't understand why so many countries aren't eager for America's help. Donald Trump is a racist, obviously, dropping over 26,000 bombs a year on Muslim countries. Well, that's just foreign policy. I'm relieved to learn that was only a Chuck Norris look-alike at the Capitol riots. It wasn't Chuck Norris, even though it was his most convincing role. American philosophy can best be summarized by the phrase, follow your bliss. Just as long as you follow it, the fuck off my property. Hey, what's coming up on today's show? AOC finally endorses forced to vote. No kidding. And she explains why Jimmy Dore's strategy was a good idea. But will she force the vote for Medicare for all? The answer just may surprise you. Or will it? Plus, we talk with Professor Richard Wolff about last week's Capitol insurrection that was caused by the failure of capitalism and America's rapacious donor class. Plus, we find out Richard Wolff's family secrets and phone calls from Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, Barack Obama, David Axelrod, and Noam Chomsky call in this week, plus a lot more. That's today on the Jimmy Dore Show. Hey, Noam Chomsky's calling me again. Hello?
Hey, buddy, what's up? It's Naomi.
Hey, wow, this is so flattering. Noam Chomsky, linguist, historian, renowned cognitive scientist, is on my show again. To what do I owe the honor of this occasion, sir?
Well, I have a very important question to ask you, Jimmy.
But please, go ahead.
Did you take my lighter?
Why is that funny? No, I didn't.
You didn't take my lighter.
No, I didn't. I didn't know you smoked pot, Noam.
I do not smoke pot, that is correct, but I do imbibe. I imbibe to experience bliss and a feeling of oneness with my surroundings. Heed the weed, dude. You have to free your mind one imbibe at a time.
So when you say imbibe, that's not the same as smoking pot. Imbibe. So when you say imbibe, that's not the same as smoking pot?
I'm sorry, Jimmy. My weed is so loud I can't hear your bullshit.
May I ask how you got to be so smart?
I never missed a day of high school.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
High school.
Yeah.
High school. Now ask me the best way to avoid the post-huff bong smoke burn.
Okay. What's the best way to avoid the post-huff bong smoke burn?
Well, I found that crushing a menthol cough drop into the base usually lessens the post-chug bong burn. Now ask me what my favorite day of the week is.
What's your favorite day of the week? I don't know. What's your favorite day of the week?
Friday. Because that's when you get fried.
Jesus Christ, no.
Okay, now ask me what a friend indeed is.
What? Jesus Christ. This is so stupid. The most brilliant guy in the world. And we have This is so stupid. No.
Yes.
Why don't you just tell me? Why don't you just tell me what a friend indeed is instead of making me ask you?
Oh, okay. I could do that, but I'd rather have you ask me instead.
Okay. What is a friend indeed?
A friend with weed. Okay, now I have yet another question you should ask me.
No, I don't want to ask you any more questions about pot, Noam. Stop it.
Wow, you seem full of tension and anger, Jimmy.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on, Noam. You always seem so calm and composed. How do you do that?
Well, it's like I tell all my guests, always pass to the left and let it burn until everyone is baked. You know what I mean? Pass a Shaggy a baggie so he can roll Scooby and Doobie.
Jesus. I love, but Biden and his cabinet, the pandemic, illegal wars, nobody fighting for Medicare for all anymore. Doesn't it all fill you with anger?
Chillax, Jimmy.
How?
Primal scream therapy.
Yeah.
That's where you let out the most gut-wrenching, unrestrained, animalistic scream possible in order to release repressed anger. Are you ready? I'll go first.
That was it?
Wait, I got one more.
Oh, thank you, Noam. I feel we can push Biden to the left now.
My pleasure, Jimmy. Remember, let it burn till everyone is baked, then pass it to the left. Hey, are you sure you didn't take my lighter?
But right now, let's get what AOC did. So just so everybody knows, Representative Presley, Tlaib, Bauman, Bush, Ocasio-Cortez, and Omar have sent a letter to congressional leadership urging them to reconvene both chambers and immediately begin impeachment proceedings against President Trump. Wow. AOC says Congress will now be introducing articles of impeachment on Monday. Yesterday, our squad urged House leadership to move quickly to impeach this president. Unfortunately, our country does not have the luxury of time. So is she implying that they actually have power? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they actually have power. Let's hear what she says.
Maybe we should just start voting on things based on whether we think it's right or not. And stop pretending that this shit's complicated.
What?
Because it's not. You're either with the people or you're with that mob. It's pretty clear cut.
You know what else is pretty clear cut? People need health care. That's pretty clear cut. This is amazing. So I just say I'm burying the lead. I'm getting to the best part. Please, I'm getting to the best part. She asked today on Twitter, she says, feel free to add any other questions you have on House procedures here. I'm happy to answer with what I've learned. Okay, so this guy, Blake Morris, says, hey, what is the purpose of a vote like the one tonight, where the answer is already known, regardless of the result of the vote? Is it mainly just to get the representatives on the record? A few reasons. Sometimes it's to get members on the record so people can't make excuses later. Sometimes these votes create real political pressure that forces developments. And 3, sometimes we vote for the historical record to let future generations know we did everything we could. That is the best endorsement of force the vote I've ever heard. I did not expect AOC to be my biggest defender on force the vote. But that's everything force the all the things she missed out of that tweet was the hashtag force the vote. That's the only thing she missed out of that. I'm getting deja vu. Is anyone else? That's amazing. Hey, AOC, don't you want future generations to know you did everything you could to get them health care? That's kind of amazing. Now, some people were saying that, oh, I think that she's doing that to dunk on you, which no, I don't think so. I think this is just a simple misstep. Because that's what she's been saying for 3 years. That's what everybody's been saying, which is why I thought it would be non-controversial to get a floor vote on Medicare for all.
Since they campaigned on that.
Since they campaigned on doing this, and she's still saying it. This is what, 2 weeks later she's saying it? 3 weeks later? 2. That's remarkable. So Valerina says, this seems contradictory to the statement last week. The vote on the much-needed health care. It's quite frustrating. Hope someone addresses the ever apparent confusion that festering in our progressive